Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We're playing more of Salem. And yeah. Let me see here. Good. Good. Everything is all set up proper. Finally, it's only 1 minute later. Third knot. Hey, we be fighting assassins. We need some casters. What better caster than a Merlin? Actually, before I start that, I want to do a single 10 roll to try and get Cersei. She doesn't want to come home. I want her. So we'll see what kind of shit I get. A Lancer, huh? Boo! 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 Dear Mud. No. Shinji. Oh, even worse. Oh. It's a caster. Damn it! No! Damn it. Boo. 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 Not what I wanted, dang it. Hello. Rate up is a lie. Rate up is a lie. But I got a black trial. Those are pretty fucking useful. I prefer a 2030. Oh, a Zerker? Who's it gonna be? Hiohime. Hiohime. Ragnarok. Boo. I think all the goodies from this roll just poof. Yeah, that fucking Lancer, let me guess. Coo. Coo. Saber. Yup, it's Caesar. Gross. Gross. Fucking Ryudo Temple. That really sucks. I didn't want Blavatsky. I didn't want you. You're nice and all. I didn't want you. Boo. 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 I'll lock you because I don't want to lose you, but... Drat. Damn you, gotcha. Try again. I don't want to be out of things. Boo. Come home, damn it. Are you too good for your home? Are you too good for your home? Oh, well, thank you, Hydra. Natalia, you're hot as fuck, but come on, man. Come on, man. Well, Scotty isn't for a long time, correct? Oh. Oh. Come on, not Elena. Thank you! God! Yay! Hooray!
Yeah! もう君を寂しくはさせない。この魔女キルケを呼び招いたのだからね。ふふ。
Fuck yeah! So she changes like hair color and shit? Alrighty, well, that was mostly just for fun. Burb acquired. I don't really have any offensive casters. She would be good for it. She would be. But I'll just keep my Musashi team right now, so we can get into the story. Yeah, I don't care for Ereshkigal. The woman with the eyes of the sun. I'm not the queen of a southern kingdom. Hell, I don't have any dignity at all. I think I was born to be an actor. The sun doesn't cast a shadow, especially not one that others step on. It exists only to eliminate you, to grant your every wish. Oh, we must be in the middle of another play. Ah, Norman, my son, why did this happen? Margaretha, you may as well have poisoned him yourself. Why didn't you keep a closer eye on that bottle? That's not fair. Don't make this my fault. That prescription wouldn't even be here if you hadn't bought it while you were out womanizing. Shut up, shut up! If hitting me makes you feel better, then go ahead. Ugh, curse you. If Juana Luisa fails to wake up too, I will see to it that you pay dearly for this, Margaretha. Margaretha? I don't know. Never mind that. Please just pray. And is it Juana Luisa? It very well could be. Juana Luisa, my little son. Please smile again, just once. That was the first time in my life I despised someone enough to kill them. To kill someone I once loved, because I once loved him, foolishly. That's right, in my heart, I had already killed him countless times. Aresh is nice, but I prefer Ishtar. I'm sorry. So wait, are we gonna play? Last I saw, we were on trial, right? They were trying to execute my lovely dancer. Which means it is time for you to die. The red-nosed asswipe. I wonder if I can one-shot this fuck. So is this like legitimately Matahari's backstory? Oh, cool. It's like the lore is being done for me. I love that. God, it's really hard when Fate doesn't provide you like any information and you just have to go off of the original sources that they come from. Which is fine, because every now and then, like, Fate will throw in some random shit. It gets tricky. Animation updates are weird for her. Just to emphasize the void slash, basically, but... Damn, so much for one kill. She's married to a Dutch officer stationed in Indonesia. They had a troubled marriage, and her son died. I've always wanted to do Matahari's lore, and so now I finally have, like, an opportunity that people are paying attention to her. She didn't really have a major role in any of this stuff, well, they ain't gonna stop. FGO just keeps going. Hello, Hate 2K18. That's an interesting name. They had a troubled mirage? A mirage? What are they, in the desert? Dante, son of Sparta? Dude, nice emojis. Artoria is waifu. Medusa would eat your snake, or you wish she would eat your snake? Time for some bikini! Woo! Fuck yeah! Are you a buster? What are you? No, you are a quick. Boom. There we go. Here we go. How long do you think you're finishing up on the chapters? Gosh, I don't know. It's just reading all the story. I can't predict how long it's going to take. I have no idea. The Sarah Company Sanson saved my daughter's life. That alone should prove that they are good, upstanding people with boundless love in their hearts. What was that? Mrs. Pickman? It sounded like you just told us the man practiced medicine without a license from the governor. God! Do we get to kill him? I really want to kill him. Huh? Well... Objection! Look at this evidence I just found while staking out their house without a permit. You authorized him to examine patients yourself. Yes, I did. I admit to that. However, according to another villager's allegation, Sanson left behind a prescription at the Pickman's house. A scrap of this prescription has been admitted as evidence. Practicing medicine without a medical license is a grave and serious crime. You didn't miss too much, no. That has nothing to do with any of this! Your Honor, the Pickmans made a deal with the devil. They asked him to save their daughter by sacrificing other innocent people. How dare you! I've been nothing but a good neighbor to you, and this is the thanks I get? It's not my fault your daughter has always been sickly. I even told you that you should have Sanson treat her, and you refused to listen. That's right, this is a matter of honor. Your honor. I can vouch for Sanson as well. My granddaughter wouldn't be alive today without him. He's a great man with talents beyond any mere actor. If anyone is at fault here, it is me for inviting him into our house. What? Mr. Pickman. Shout and weep all you like, but justice cannot be moved by such petty concerns, nor shall I. All I require of you is the truth. I will determine with my own learned natural eyes who is and who is not OH! For often does the devil appear before those in crisis, in a form most sweet and beguiling, offering their heart's desire. In the end, traveling performers are no more than drifters. All is well so long as things go the way they wish, but at the first sign of trouble, they disappear like so much smoke. This man has the gall to be both actor and doctor how and when it suits him. He is nothing like a true doctor, who has to earn his patient's trust. As for this actress, it seems that once the curtain falls, she plies her true trade, harlotry. Didn't the Son of God bless a prostitute too? Look at you, Ritsuka. Only one who had repented for her ways. I will not have you interpreting the Bible to suit your own ends. I'm gonna fight you on this. I'm gonna fight you about the Bible. As you recall, once that sinful woman had repented, the Son of God drove out 7 evil spirits from her before offering his blessing. However, is Matahari capable of such a thing? Or is she instead a wretched, wicked woman who lowers men's guards, betrays them, lures them into adultery, and freely wields the 7 vices in order to ensnare her targets? In other words, a witch! Those who have fallen for such a trap inevitably seek companions with whom they might lessen their guilt. As for you, Mrs. Pickman, I see that I must also put you to the question when this trial is concluded. Depending on your answers, we may need to continue these proceedings. To my beloved Monsieur Astruc, I am writing to you again so that I may better express my thoughts regarding the... I'm gonna have to look up all these words if I do a lore. Salem matter we discussed the other day. Afterward, I was extremely fortunate to find not one, but 2 theater managers who liked my performance. According to them. Matahari. Indeed, she is nothing less than a prodigy. Her outstanding record proves it beyond any doubt. Her technique may be shoddy, her misguided passion delusional, and her makeup garish. Dude, fuck off, Waver. Shadow Waver. Yes, she consistently walks a line that weaves them all together into a show you simply can't look away from. That's sad. She could also be considered a threat to those striving to create true art. Oh yes. I've been to see her shows countless times. I don't even know how many bouquets and presents I've sent her. Of course, I don't expect anything from her in return. That is what it means to be a patron. Still, lately I suppose there have been a lot of new faces at her shows. I can't deny that I've been less willing to attend after so many French generals started showing up. They don't offer money, but given the current circumstances, they're good at exerting their influence in other ways. If Matahari were to ever mistake that for her own power, well, that would be the most unfortunate. Matahari isn't just a great actress, she's practically a living legend. This tiny theater is far too small to accommodate all her eager fans. She deserves nothing less than to perform for the entire world. So I've been thinking. I'm positive that I could bring the eccentric, uninhibited, attractive, and ever so memorable Salome to life on stage. So I'd like to ask you, Monsieur Astruc, for assistance in bringing John the Baptist to justice. From your Matahari. What is this setting? We're having flashbacks of Matahari's life, but we're otherwise in Salem during the witch trials. Or a version of it, rather. Like a distorted version of it. We gotta fight all her critics. Why would we beat up her? Weird. patron has the most health. I recreated this saber, well, not saber, but sorry, Rider Artoria made altar in custom made 3D2, the H game. Why are we fighting the critics? Because we're like Disney and we want to blame the critics for all our failings.
Yes, my master.
Call them all misogynists for not liking the performance. And what kind of performances was she putting on? Is it like plays, opera? How is Waver a servant? Basically, he's a pseudo-servant, so he's allowing Zhuge Liang, the Chinese strategist, to inhabit his body for whatever reason. I don't know the full details as to why in that case. If you don't know about Fate Grand Order, I do have a lore series on it that will give you all the basics of what the hell is going on here for the most part. I mean, I figured she'd be an exotic dancer, but the way they're talking, it sounds like she's much more renowned. Like, since when does a dancer have a critic? As far as I had thought. The highlight of playing it were Io's boobs. You know what? That's a perfect reason to play that game. But it's really fun, and there's DLC coming up soon. Mordred, let's see what you could do. You're gonna run all these fools over with a big wave. A big wave of passion. Passion. You hate how they're treating the altars? You got an issue with the summer version of Artoria altars? There's the regular version of it too. The fan service version. I'd expect that from like ballet or something. I don't know, I love Mordred and Artoria quite a bit. Yeah, Maid Altar's fantastic. Although for Artoria it does fit, given that Carnival Phantasm sketch where she was not necessarily a maid but a waitress for the bar. Alright, so we're fighting some assassins, so we should have some casters. Okay, we're gonna go with the good old Merlin setup. Anyone got a 20-30? Merlin! Merlin! Griffin! presents, come on! Okay, Walter. You win. Mordred? No such thing as too brash, too tomboyish. Mordred's one of my favorite characters, so I certainly cannot agree with you there. This is ridiculous. Is it so bad to enjoy singing and dancing in plays? Silence, child. No, let her speak. Her age has nothing to do with the truth of her words. However, those who would show contempt for others and think only of themselves will be brought to justice. Ugh. God wouldn't want us to talk of people like they're awful criminals just because they're performers. King David himself loved to dance. He even played his harp to banish the evil spirit plaguing Saul. And all of you like to drink hard cider and cause such commotion to celebrate the autumn harvest. I even know about how you played shuffleboard. You're wrong. Of course we're going to be happy when God has been fit to reward our hard work. But letting entertainment and temptation into our lives also makes us vulnerable to the devil's whispers. Lucifer's beauty was great enough to charm even God himself. We cannot put too much trust in ourselves. We are frail vessels, so we must always be humble and cautious. We have nothing to our names, yet we still count our blessings as we go about our lives. We're not kings, we're not even shepherds, we're nothing more than lambs. That's it? That's all we are? Huh, this feels a lot like Xenogears. If there's nothing we can trust here in Salem, then where could there be? Therefore, in compliance with French Army law, I hereby accuse Spy AF-45, aka H-21, aka Matahari, of Holland. She is charged with leaking top-secret information to Germany and its allies, concealing said information. This included mission-critical information such as the strategy for the Hindenburg Line, the leakage of which resulted in many casualties for our army. In fact, we have received reports that our losses number no fewer than 50,000 soldiers. Most recently, she has also leaked information pertaining to our transport ship routes, which were subsequently sunken by enemy U-boats. From her confiscated personal belongings, we have ascertained that the defendant has accepted large sums of money from Germany, so there can be no doubt of her guilt. The decision is unanimous. Conspiring against the government and interfering with military operations via espionage are grievous crimes punishable by death. I therefore sentence the defendant, Matahari, to be executed by firing squad. Court is now adjourned. Your Honor, please let me say just one thing to everyone here. You may speak, but your sentence may not be appealed. Yes, I was a spy. Some soldiers may have well lost their lives because of me. But I swear to you here and now that my loyalty was always to France. Ah! I see. So you claim that your love for your country is a match for the soldiers who gave their lives for France? Very well then. Matahari, you will face judgment for your crimes once more in death. Look their souls in the eye and proclaim your innocence. So how was her helping the Germans presumably helping France? Listen to their voices, ruined by the bullets that tore through their throats, and hear them yourself.
Awateない慌てない呪文噛むからねでは
待ってました。お供。なんだ。
So that trial is greatly misrepresenting what she actually did.
Onozami,
待って
いいとも
ました。
どうか
ゲッ
な。
待ってまし
Onozamiのまま
た。なんの
Yeah, Ghost Rider. Nicolas Cage, you mean? Oof.
待ってオートモンなんの
なんだ
もう
任せて
つまらん
Where in the story is this? It's the latest chapter,
どうか
way after the Seven Singularities, in an arc called the Epic of Remnant, where all the demon god pillars, there's certain ones that escaped and managed to hide out in time and such.
任せて
Onozami のま
オ
ま
ートモンなんの
Instead, selling the Germans near Paris gossip decided to terminate her employment. Alright, you bastard!
ではでは
よーしそこ狙うからねよーしそこ狙うからね
Abe Lincoln would be a pretty good
夢
one.
のように片付けようお待たせ夢のよ
Here is this? Isn't this like the 1600s, 1690 something? Oh, I didn't realize I had two Musashis. I forgot. I must have gotten spooked
ま
at some
オー
point.
トモ
NP2, I love you.
ンなんだ千万台自在天神剣気その規定は医者だ大天使なんの切り替えて
So I get another noble phantasm. Why is the military judge a skeleton? Probably because this is like a nightmare or something of
亡
Matahari's.
輪の神髄お見せしましょうなんだ千万台自在天神剣気その規定は医者だ大天
The year is complicated. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. They made this singularity
使
quite
空とはすなわち
complicated.
無の観念無念無双すら断ち切らんなんておごりすぎか私
Use Ilya? Maybe. Fine, I'll use an Ilya. Since you asked so kindly. You don't like Musashi's new NP animation? Matahari. Oh, what a name is that? Margaretha Gertrudia Zell MacLeod. You have committed adultery through devilish means, and robbed the people of Salem of their senses. You have betrayed God and indulged in the evil of witchcraft. In the name of God and the good people of Salem, I hereby sentence you to be hanged as a witch. Of course, the one that's most overtly sexy is the one these Puritans would try to kill first, right? Of my party, anyway. I see, so that's how it is. I suppose when weighed against the 50,000 people that still live in Salem, my own life is a small price to pay to save them, huh? Do you have a problem with my sentence? No. I further order her employer, Sarah, to pay damages and trial fees totaling £40, as well as an additional £30 for the cost of the hanging. What? That's absurd. I've never heard such a preposterously high court... I've never heard of such preposterously high court fees before. You're showing your true colors, Witchfinder General. Order, order! How dare you show contempt for this holy court? Unlike the venues to which you are accustomed, this is not some cheap tavern. Get out of my way. Get back. Nobody approaches the condemned. I can see her lips moving. Damn, it's no use. I can't tell what she's saying. Hill gallows. Condemned. Old gallows, Jills, whatever. Condemned. This is Pikmin. Jesus. Condemned. No. No. You again? Your Honor, I would like to speak with you. Sanson, huh? Are you here to ask me to overturn their sentence, like those other foolish villagers? Or are you here to call me a king again? I am but a humble servant of God and the law. No, Your Honor, I am well aware of the weight that a sentence carries. However, this is all moving far too quickly. I would like to ask for a stay of execution. Is that so? Very well, the executions are not set to take place for a few hours. State your case. As you know, Your Honor, a large number of people are dissatisfied with this sentence. Salem is also currently beset by attacking monsters, which are stroking fear and grief into its people. It is eminently possible that these feelings may incite anger and confusion, which would make it more difficult to keep the peace. So you are telling me to be wary of riots? This could be dangerous for you personally, Your Honor. My own life is of little consequence. What's more, I am told that Carter set out to Boston to bring back a new judge. In which case, regardless of what becomes of me, the great work of these trials will continue. These holy trials have begun, and neither the devil nor a saint can stop them. You're lying. There's no way we're talking that old man out of this. What if we tied Hopkins up, made him mysteriously vanish, right? Seriously? Yeah, you're right. Why would we make him vanish? We'll just fucking kill him. Fortunately, Abigail, still at home. That is good. She will not have to see any act of violence. Yeah, I don't see reckless violence helping here. It would probably end up with more innocent victims. Can't you feel it? There's a will at work behind all of this. We have to save Matahari no matter what. Forgot Mashu's still not here. You said it. And as luck would have it, there's a storm brewing right now. Who's to say it couldn't cause the gallows to have an unfortunate accident? Terrible idea. Huh? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to let Matahari be executed. Fuck no! Not funny. What are you playing at here? I don't have time to explain, Dandy Man. Gee, thanks. Ah, damn it. This frickin' sucks. What happens if an incarnated servant dies? I can't imagine a real Holy Grail war ever taking place here, but under normal circumstances, your contract with them would be lost as per the example set by normal, summoned heroic spirits. Their soul would disappear without returning to the throne. So all you'd have to do is make another contract with them. We're still just servants, after all. As far as mages are concerned, we're basically just familiars. Glorified consumable items. Easy there. I really do love your expressions. But then, what would become of Matahari's memories? What would become of her solitude, of the suffering her soul endured? The Reverend's reciting a prayer for the condemned. Matahari's up next. She's ignoring what he has to say, but... I can't take this anymore. I'm going to stop. Her lips are moving again? What do you want to do, Master? Robin, read her lips. Hurry. You want me to lip read? Okay, got it. What language is that? Is it even English? I'm just gonna copy your sounds. Go for it. It's okay. Trust Cersei. Oh, trust Cersei. Ah. The noose is around her neck now. Damn it, she's smiling. Fino plays? Is that a good thing? Your Honor, it's time. Hang them! Margaretha! No! God damn it, really? 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 Matahari's getting some extra love after this. In the end, we let her die. How could you let this happen, Master? What did Cersei do? Don't blame her. It moved. Something happened back at the workshop. What's... Ah! The workshop? The Carter house? What happened? Something's on fire in the village. Can't be a coincidence with this storm about that makes sure a fire would never break out by accident. Is this part of your plan too, Cersei? No, but something's going on now. Arson? Even I'm not all-powerful. The workshop's defenses were made for monsters. They can't do anything against regular villagers. Oh man, and after all the work I put into making it. Divine retribution? This quickly? What about Abigail? Judge! Judge! What is it? More corpse-eating monsters? What do you think all these rifles are for? Drive them off. But this time, there are angry villagers among them as well. Monsters attacked someone just as he was breaking into the Reverend's house, allowing them to escape. My lord, this is blasphemous. We've got to do something. I'll go tell Judge Hopkins. Out of my way, youngster. Your Honor, it's not safe here. More of the monsters are on their way. You mean the ghouls? This is the Puritan paradise I spent 60 days on a boat to reach, on a voyage in the deathly cold of winter, no less. I would expect such disruption in a famine or a revolt, not in a Puritan haven. What a disappointment. Your Honor, you need to get out of here. Hurry before they find you. Without the armed reinforcements I've sent numerous telegrams for, there's nothing we can do to hold them off. Absolutely not. My execution of heretics is not yet complete. You must wait and be certain that these wretched condemned are indeed dead, or the people won't rest secure in the knowledge that justice was served. Are you mad? No one is even here to watch any longer. Say what you will, I will not leave until I am satisfied these criminals are dead. Your Honor. I sense an evil aura, expanding, exploding. There is more than ghouls here. What is Sanson doing? Oh well, this actually works out well. We don't have time to distract them ourselves. Robin, go get Matahari's body. We're taking her with us. Huh? Her body? Why are you giving me orders anyway? The ghouls are going after the condemned's bodies. Master, I'll get Abigail. Got it, Necha. You are welcome. I see others in danger. I shall save them too. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. Ghouls are freaky as fuck.
面倒なこと
ではオーセロット
任せて
罠だ
Hopkins doesn't deserve to even get close to Heaven's Hole. I think he deserves to be eaten by Caesar.
任せて
I'm hearing different things from every person who tells me how to say her name. Last I heard it was Neja. Neja. Even like Zhuge that kind of thing.
任せて待ってましたなんの
Whoa! Elder Ghoul! Nice! That's not creepy at all.
では
お任せあれ唐突に切らない
What I thought I was gonna do.
合理の真髄お見せしましょう何も諦めないなん
Really? Chinese television adaptations?
その規制を医者の大戦
I should look that up.
筋系、神経系、血管系、リンパ系、疑似魔術界の変換完了。これが私のすべて。
This guy's got some mad defense. Oh yeah, the half-level thing. Yep, I did forget that. I did. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna have you noble nothing on us. No. No. What about tuberculosis? What?
オーセロット罠だ
Yeah, this should kill him. So we're good there. Right there.
筋系、神経系、血管系、リンパ系、疑似魔術界の変換完了。これが私のすべて。
Well, then it's only appropriate that Gloria destroy it.
もうダメかと思ったよ。でも結構頑張ったし、褒めてくれるかな。
Ugh. Abigail! Are you all right? Lavinia? It's me. You guys, now I have like a complex about this name. Nedja. Nedja. My house is gone. It's all burned down. Hey Nedja, I can't find Lavinia anywhere. Do you think we could find her with this big fire to light our way? Abby, do not get too close. Fire is dangerous. Curses, these flames are. Too strong to be put out. We must evacuate. Sarah is waiting for you, Abby. What a shame, still. Now there's nothing stopping me from going anywhere I want. Isn't that right? Abby, not freedom, that is. More of these creatures. Our rifles aren't even slowing them down, and we're out of ammunition. Use your hatchets. Chop off their arms and legs. Keep his honor safe. I know how to use a sword. Let me handle this. Oh, no, you don't. Out of the way. We don't need any help from drifters. Salem is our land, and we carved out for ourselves from a dark and foreboding forest. We'll protect it ourselves, whether we're up against Indians or the devil himself. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Don't you dare touch that corpse. Judge Hathorne, I ordered you to arrest Sarah and the rest of her company. They're no more than bandits now. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but we've got our hands full at the moment. Fall back for now! Forgive me, Master. I'm staying here. I have to keep these people safe. Huh? He's an idiot. A true dyed-in-the-wool moron. Forget your stupid principles for a moment and help us carry Mata Hari already. Just in case you were somehow not aware, dead bodies, they're really goddamn heavy. Falling back's all well and good, but where exactly do we fall back to, Sarah? You there, hands off the condemned. It's forbidden to bury criminals in the graveyard. Look, pal, I don't know what you... Huh? What? Hang on, Mata Hari. Did you just move? Ah! She's coming back to life! What are you doing, you idiot? Just leave her already. She's nothing but another monster now. Do not leave Mata Hari behind. Whoa, cut me some slack here. You're... my neck, it hurts. Stay back, Your Honor. I'm not a witch. Why? Together with my daughter. May God's grace be with you. Why are you saving these people? Why are you saving these people? I really don't get it. Why the fuck are we doing this? Why the fuck are we letting this happen? It's like we're all idiots. We all just turned into complete blithering idiots, just as stupid as they are. Wait, whoops. Oh, Merlin, where are you? What happened so far? A whole lot. No, I haven't leveled up a whole lot of the other mystic codes. Master, I brought Abigail. Miss Ringmaster, are you okay? Somebody get me a piglet. I'm not cut out for all this running. Necha, who are these people behind you? They followed me while I was running around the village. Oh, really? Crap. Sarah, I think we're kind of out of options. We can't keep our identity secret from Abby anymore. You're telling me I've been running around carrying a whole person on my back. One who's been biting the hell out of me this whole time, I might add. Are you sure it's safe to— Ow, 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 ow! Neja, Cersei, you'll have to do all the fighting. What will you do, Master? Incense burner! Who are you? Wait, Miss Ringmaster, I know who that is. Huh? Hello, Sarah. You look like you could use a hand. Tituba, is that you? But— I'm sorry, Miss Abby. Tituba the servant is dead. She finished her role and stepped off the stage. And that is why I'm free now. Free to wield my power as I see fit. Free to make my fortune. Oh, great spirits, blow them away! That ain't no Shantae. Shantae ain't thick like that. I do prefer Shantae more, actually. And that concludes your free trial. For more of my services, you'll have to pay. Shall we say a fixed price for every ghoul I kill? I'm also willing to offer discounts if you pay for a dozen at a time up front. Huh? You're charging us? Oh, you mean you're not here to help us? Whatever your name is? Why, of course I am. Helping and people are two of my sweetest words I can think of. And every good deed deserves a good reward, right? So how much can I put you down for? Surely you don't expect me to work for no compensation, do you? A signing fee? I'll put it on Caldea's tab. Pleasure doing business with you. Alright then, I'll make sure to provide you with excellent service during our temporary contract. Wait, Netflix the servant? Well, if you go by what they say in the game outside of an English dub, it's not exactly accurate either, because Japanese has sometimes very different names for Chinese characters. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. I shall entrust this fate to your sword. As the caster of Midrash, I swear here and now, I accept you as my master. FBI? What? What?
命のやり取りとか面倒なことになってるな。
These aren't ghouls, they're wolfies. Cute little wolfies. Wow!
任せて。待ってました。なんの。切り返
計略だ。
なんの
The three stooges of servants. I mean, I wouldn't want them.
お望みのままに。
罠だ。罠だ。
I mean, it would be really easy for me if all I had to do was just use whatever the Japanese say. Because I can read that just fine.
お任せてなんの
Bringing an assassin wouldn't have done much. It's a mixed group. I would prefer a Mercy, honestly. I mean, Li Xuan's cool.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Li Xuan.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Excuse me.
よーしそこ狙うからねゴールまおーとも
So I just finished my first video of the Fate kill count, covering the sheer number of casualties in Apocrypha.
我が勝負
Then I'll be
貴様
doing
大転送
Zero and then all 3 routes of Stay Night. That's a fun little spin-off video. Oh, so close. So close. You fucking Elder Ghoul. I don't appreciate you taking a bite out of Merlin's junk.
お望みのままに。
犠牲が少なければそれでも勝利。
What dub are you talking about? Babylonia? God, yeah, I really like the dub for that is pretty fantastic. Really, their AI pronounces it correctly? That's pretty rare. What is that, like when you put it in Cantonese or something? I've taken the liberty of preparing a safe house. Come on, I'll show you the way. By the way, I don't see your friend Sanson anywhere. That bastard decided he'd rather save a Hopkins' hide than come with us. This is why I can't stand dealing with do-right, scholarly types. How awful. Thank you for saving us, but... Are you Tituba? No, you can't be. But then, who are you? Abigail Williams. When prosperous nations deal with each other, sometimes information is the most precious of gifts. And so I'm afraid I cannot lightly reveal my true name, not even to you. I see, I'm sorry. That said, I was your servant once, Miss Abby. You treated me so kindly, and I loved and respected you in turn. I don't plan to go by Tituba anymore, but I'll never forget our time together. In the meantime, let me tell you what most people call me. The woman from the south, who rules all of Sheba as its queen. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Senpai! God, there you are, Mashu, Jesus. Oh, Senpai, I'm sorry for making you worry. How fortunate, how lucky. Embracing, tears, praise be to the Buddha for his guidance. This is a bounded field, huh? I had no idea this was a place there was a place like this in the woods. I couldn't pick it up at all. How long has it been here? Whew, I'm just glad you're okay, Mashu. Now I can put this body down already, or... Oh right, go ahead, Matahari, it's okay now. You were alive? What, the whole time? The whole time? I'm still feeling sluggish, though. It definitely took a lot out of me. Looks like you're pretty resistant to poison. That's actually kinda unfortunate in this case. It would have been a lot easier for you if you'd just gone ahead and passed out for real. But what? What's going on? I gave her some medicine to help her fake her death. She took it before she was scheduled to be hanged. What about your neck? Is that okay? Oh, that's nothing for an escape act. Once you know the trick, it's easy. Of course, even if you can cushion your vertebrae from the impact of the fall, you usually end up suffocating anyway from the pressure on your neck. I did my best to preserve enough of the metabolism so the blood would keep flowing to her head. The drugs I pilfered from the Waitley house really came in handy here, but never mind that now. You said something about a will at work in all this earlier? I sure did. If Matahari had run away without atoning for her sins or facing justice in the village courthouse, I'm guessing we would never have been reunited with Mashu. So the court always demands sacrifice, huh? Of course, that queen lady helped us out a good bit, but if she hadn't, I'm guessing whatever this will thing is would have just sent Mashu off to her death. Right. We've basically just had a hostage released. Huh. What are you doing here, Mashu? I thought you'd gone to Boston. Where's Uncle Carter? The Queen of Sheba and I will explain everything, but I'm afraid it will be very hard for you to hear, Abby. That's okay. I want to know what's really going on. Matahari has been confirmed to be the master of autoerotic asphyxiation. Fourth knot. Actually, how many nodes? God. How many nodes are in this thing again, or sections? Because, God, I'm not very far into it, am I? I feel like I'm only, like, a third of the way after, like, 3 fucking videos. It's ridiculous. I like Fate's Robin Hood. He's a bit of a hoodlum, but with a good heart. $10? Shit. 7? Now I'm hearing all sorts of things. I'm getting 10, I'm getting 7. Forest safe house. Nightmare? Are you alright, Abby? You were crying out in your sleep, and your lips are deathly pale. Oh, Mashu, I just had the most awful nightmare. Everyone in the village was yelling that I was a witch, and demanding that I atone for my sins. I'm sure what we told you last night must have come as a great shock. But you've lived in a peaceful life ever since you were born. There's nothing you need to atone for. But what if all of that was a lie too? Got some splaining to do. Time in Salem is speeding up. The days are passing more quickly than when we first arrived. You can't tell from the inside Salem, but it's obvious when you observe it from within the bounded field. Huh. Right, that's exactly what's going on. Everything Robin told you up until he lost sight of us is true. I tried to accompany Mr. Carter after he left to go to Boston. I was hoping I might find a clue as to how we could leave Salem. Of course, now I can see what a rash, foolish thing that was to do. I'm just glad Sheba was there to bail you out. Right, I'll get to that as well. I can't believe this discrepancy wasn't just affecting our perception, but time itself. This distortion in this time stream near Salem's perimeter is why Robin lost sight of me. Huh. But wait, hold up. Any ability that can affect the damn time stream has got to be pretty limited in scope. What? Wash their hands after they took a shower? You talking to me? You talking to me? But if the demon god pillar's pulling it off on this kind of scale, then what the hell can we possibly do against it? Right. After I got separated from Mr. Carter, I ended up lost in the woods. It was then that a pack of ghouls found me. I might have died if the Queen of Sheba, hadn't happened to be close by. I still can't believe it. Neither can I. I never would have guessed that Tituba was actually the namesake of the near-future observation lens, Sheba. Wow, I'm still that famous in the modern day? Yes, your name is known far and wide. Oh, okay. The story we used for our play about you and King Solomon has been told all around the world. Well, if they don't have any battles, that typically means that the nodes are longer, because it's all story. And there are a great many songs about the Queen of Sheba as well. Well, that's wonderful. That kind of name recognition would be a big help for business. Maybe I could get royalties on all that, too. Right, business. I probably shouldn't tell her that her name is all anyone knows about her now. Okay, so as much as I'm still curious as to why Sheba's here... Wait, as to why Sheba here is the only one who's escaped the Demon God Pillar's influence. Our first priority is to come up with a strategy to fight that thing. Did you figure something out, Cersei? More or less, I just hit upon a possibility. What if the spell isn't directly controlling the time stream or transforming the world from the ground up? For example, if it was actually a kind of displacement spell that connected one area to another with a different flow of time. You could achieve essentially the same effect with relatively less energy expended. Though of course, that kind of transcendent time-space control would still be almost godlike on its own. Cersei, you wouldn't happen to be a witch, would you? Nope, I'm not a witch. I'm the Queen Witch. Very young for a queen, more like a princess witch. Shut up! You know, stuff like that hurts me even more when you're not even trying to be mean. Abby, I know this may be hard to understand, but... well, those of us from Chaldea are involved with magical things. I promise we aren't blasphemers. I understand. Neither is Lavinia. Can't believe that someone is just bad because they use spells. And she really did know who Lavinia was, all along. Even different pastors say the Bible tells us different things when they give sermons. I'm sure God is forgiving, even to people who try to use spells. Especially if they try to use them to do good things and make people happy. Thank you, Abby. I know this must be hard, but I hope you'll help us. I will. Queen of Sheba, you will help us, right? Yes, of course. I can't wait to polish off this demon god pillar. Hey, Queenie, you do know this isn't like ordering one of everything at your local tavern, right? Does this mean you still don't know why you were summoned to Salem? I remember Da Vinci confirmed that Cersei was summoned thanks to the near-future observation lens Sheba. Were you summoned in the same way? I honestly don't know. It might explain how I'm here, but not why. All I can say for sure is that someone performed a summoning without paying the usual price. So I ended up trapped in Salem, and got assigned a role that suited whoever summoned me. It wasn't exactly an ideal turn of events. But after my role as Tituba was finished, I ended up becoming a ghoul with lingering regrets and completely getting obliterated. So if I hadn't formed a provisional contract with you, Sarah, I wouldn't have been able to stay materialized. Instead, I'd be hiding in the safe house, dreading the moment where my magical energy finally ran out. In that case, does this mean that the one who summoned her and the one who was assigned her a role are completely different people? And if they are, does that mean the latter tried to get rid of her after she was no longer useful? If I hadn't run into her in the woods, I'd almost certainly be a ghoul myself by now. I came terrifyingly close to dying, and she rescued me even though I put her at risk of disappearing, so I want to believe we can trust her. There's something else I'm wondering about that. Seems kind of important. How are you still here after getting completely obliterated as a ghoul? Makes no damn sense. It's not just some sort of trick, is it? I'm afraid I can't tell you that just yet. Huh? Why the hell not? Because I still can't prove anything. Or, well, I know what happened from my perspective, but if I tell you all, that will make it fact. You're the same Tituba who took care of us at the Carter house, right? Yes, but... well, I do have memories from when I was Tituba. They weren't my memories. At the time, I thought I really was Tituba. It was more like my whole brain was hazy and muddled. So someone was blocking your thoughts. That's got to be related to my summoning, too. Because I'm pretty sure you were originally supposed to be summoned to Salem as yourself. But the summoning didn't go as planned, seeing how you ended up being forced into the role of Tituba. In other words, whoever summoned you messed up, and I was brought in here as your backup, am I right? I can't answer that. Same deal as before, huh? Alright, if you can't answer that question, then at least tell us this. Why can't you answer that question? Because I don't want to make enemies out of you. Is there any way we can contact Chaldea again? Our channel to Chaldea reopened at the same time the Queen of Sheba was revived. Given what else has happened with the near-future observation lens, that can't be a coincidence. This is really difficult, isn't it? Between the Demon God Pillar and the people of Salem. It almost feels like homework King Solomon left for us. So everyone suspects Uncle Carter? There are things I have to ask him myself. I can't believe he would ever leave you behind like that, Mashu. Yes, it's been one surprise after another. I must say, though, you're taking this all remarkably well, Abby. I could learn a thing or two from you. Me? Oh, thank you, but I'm just a child. I still don't even understand half of what you told me about, Chaldea. All I really know is that you're all good people. Thank you, Abby. She's strong and very wise. I'm sure she's feeling scared and alone now, but she's able to compartmentalize it, so it doesn't overwhelm her. I think we have a lot in common with Abigail right now. During the incineration of humanity, we were all that remained of the world. We were all that remained after the world had been wiped out. So many things we had taken for granted were swept from under us, but we didn't know what we could trust. But even then, I had a lot of people I knew I could depend on. Even though I didn't have confidence in anything about myself, and knew nothing about the world at large. I had people who cheered me up and looked out for me, and handled everything like it was no big deal. And someone who was always one step ahead, holding your hand out for me with a smile. I can't express how incredibly fortunate I was to have that. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for everyone who was with me. And all of that is why I can't let Abigail go through this alone. She's just an ordinary little girl, and she deserves happiness as much as anyone else. It would be horrible to just let her sink into despair all alone. Mashu? I need to go back to Salem. I can't stay here. I just can't help but worry. Are you going to see Lavinia? Yes. I guess you saw right through me, didn't you? I'll go with you. There are still some things I want to look into in town. I'll ask Senpai for permission, and to have someone else come along. I think Necha would be a good choice. Oh yes, I love Necha. She tells me all sorts of wonderful things about worlds I've never heard of. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, they're all wonderful senpai. See you later, Mashu, and be careful. I will. Please take care of Senpai while I'm gone, Robin. Sure thing. Me, Master, and Cersei can handle things. Not sure splitting the party is the smartest move, but also not sure what else we can do. We can't exactly have Matahari and not Tatuba out and about when everyone thinks they're dead. So they're staying behind at the forest safe house. Damn it, Frenchie, of all the times for you to bail on us. We do need to find out what he's up to, yeah? Guess you're right, but man, still a right bell end. Alright, let's get ourselves over to the town center. Time's speeding up here, right? I can still run while carrying you both. Hey, put me down! I don't need any man to carry me. Cersei the feminazi! Judge Hopkins is a busy man. He only escaped a dire threat to his life last night. Yeah. So in these dangerous times, we're not letting anyone suspicious near that house. I'll be kidding me. No. End of discussion. By the way, you had better not have gone and buried that condemned woman's body in the town graveyard. We may have more important things to worry about than proper burials just now, but that doesn't mean the village is going to forget what you've done. You ask me, you should burn that body. Only proper thing to do for a witch. Sanson's off his damn rocker. You know what's really interesting is that in Fate Extra Last Encore, he was played by Vic Mignogna. I wonder if that's even remotely affected now. What with Funimation and Aniplex being like paired up under Sony. That'll be weird, assuming he ever gets dubbed again. I regret that I will not be able to accompany you for the time being, nor can I share what I have learned while I have been away, as it is a matter of utmost secrecy. What a load of crap. This is quite the pickle, isn't it? More like a whole jar of pickles. We can't let this slide, Master. I think he's lost sight of what we're supposed to be doing here. I couldn't believe what I was seeing either. If I were you, I wouldn't have hesitated to use a command spell to remind him who's boss. You could have turned him into a leper and had a limb or two fall off. Or even just made him into a big ore pig. Then again, in his case, maybe a Mangalica sheep pig would suit him better. Or maybe even a white horned owl. You did manage something though, right, Robin? Well, more or less. I am an old hand when it comes to these kinds of squabbles. Huh, I see. So you slipped Sanson a note explaining what's going on, did you? Or did you? Well, he should have at least had enough information to keep us all on the same page. Nice job, Matcha. Oh good, it's you. Would you mind coming with me, please? You're the old man we met at the tavern. That's right, and there's trouble brewing there tonight, right now. Don't tell me there's more ghouls. No, it's not them, it's the sailors. They're out of control. Didn't that just stir up more trouble? No, it can't be her this time. You sure know a lot. I have no idea half the time when I get introduced to this new stuff. I have to research almost every bit of it. She wouldn't do that with children around. Let's just forget about it, Master. Nothing newsworthy about sailors getting into drunken brawls. Sailors? Those would be the men of the sea you mentioned before, right? I see, so there's a harbor here. Very clever of the demon god pillar, I've got to say. Come on, Sarah, let's go. Hurry it up already. I know, right? Although I'm glad Morgan Freeman has nothing to do with this place, because it's a bad place. You mean you have an innate resistance to demon god pillars? I didn't think that was even possible for a servant. Hey, flattery will get you there. Sorry. Hey, flattery will... I want to get it right. I gotta breathe. Hey, flattery... Why do I keep saying that? Flattery will get you everywhere. If you want to keep talking... Jesus Christ. If you want to keep taking me up... Fuck. If you want to keep talking me up, by all means, go ahead. I don't know why that was so hard on me. So now that everyone else is gone, and it's just us here, could I talk with you about something, but just between us? What is it? You made a conscious choice to stay here, didn't you? If you really wanted to go back to the village, you could have figured out a way. You chose to stay behind, though. You stayed behind because, unlike the others, you don't trust me. That was a very wise decision. I see you're as perceptive as as stories say. Yes, you're exactly right. The fact that you spent so much time around Mr. Carter alone is enough for me to have my doubts. But that's not the only reason. I also had a personal interest in you. I wanted to know what was behind the strange feeling I had when I performed as you in our play a few days ago. I would have liked to have seen that play for myself. It's not entirely accurate to say that I have a resistance to demon god pillars as such. What I do have is human and demon god blood running through my veins, so it's not that I'm not affected, it's that I affect others. My father was human, but my mother was a djinn who came from the desert. So you're half human and half djinn? Elementals, holy spirits, demon gods, djinn. They're beings that may have different names, but in reality they're all the same thing. Once I focus my attention on a specific place, it becomes impossible to make vague or otherwise ill-defined deals and agreements there. In essence, I create a kingdom of Sheba, where my word is law wherever I go. The bounded field that makes up this safe house is no exception. Dude, Matahari is so good. Hell no. I mean, yeah. The Queen of the Southern Kingdom. I've read about you in the Bible, of course. I've even heard some sermons that say your kingdom was actually the lost Garden of Eden. Much as I'd like to say it was, I'm afraid that's giving me too much credit. I mean, if that was true, if that were true, I'd have to be a messenger from God or something. Are you sure? I think it would suit you wonderfully. Just like this Salem is anti-Eden. A place where hearts praying for happiness are twisted into doubt and suspicion, leading to terrible crimes. We have to stop it, no matter what. Queen of Sheba, now's your chance to tell me everything you know, or even just your best guess, about this demon god pillar and what it's trying to accomplish here in Salem. You showed up right when Mashu and the rest of us were in danger, as if you'd planned it. Be honest, you can see the future, can't you? That's why Chaldea's observational lens is named after you, isn't it? Sometimes revealing the future can change what might happen, make some things more likely than others. Part of the reason I ended up failing is because I held on to too much knowledge, too many secrets. So that's what you meant when you said you didn't want to make enemies of us. Right, the trap's been laid here in Salem is frighteningly cunning. Sharing information about it would put me in danger too, so I'd really rather not. I've already died not just once, but twice. Nothing scares me anymore, so please. Got cute ears. That is so cute! Alright. But I can't tell you for free. I am the Queen of Sheba, after all. Huh? Are you serious? I was hoping you could tell me about a certain man. One that not only those who have been in Chaldea would know. Specifically, your memories of him when he was human. Is that all you want? Yes, of course, I'd be happy to. Now I see. So it was your feelings for him that had an effect on our play. I suppose so. Oh, this is so embarrassing. She wants to know about Roman. The hill with the gallows. I was hoping I'd never have to come here again. Abby, over there. Oh my, there she is, right by the hill. Thank you, Necha. Mashi, would you mind waiting here, please? And off she goes. That white hair, it must be Lavinia. I wonder what she's doing here. This place stinks of blood, but I do not sense evil. Not now. That captain at the wharf just now, much more monstrous look to him. I suppose everyone's different in their own way. Lavinia. I've been looking everywhere for you. What happened to you? Your hands are filthy. What do you want? I just met a man named Captain Alden at the wharf. He told me you'd be staying with him at with him at the Harbor Inn, and that you'd gone to stop by your home. We looked for you there too, but we couldn't find you, and so we came here. That isn't his real name. His real name is Captain Marsh. He's from the South Seas. He's been friends with my family for a long time. I was cleaning up my house. Captain Marsh said I should mortgage it, but by next week it'll belong to the bank. Huh? Were you kicked out of your home too, Abby? Serves you right. That said, I'm sure they'll rebuild your house in no time, and you won't have any trouble finding a place to stay. Don't worry about me, Lavinia, about your family. I don't want to hear it. I see you're still with that troop. You didn't tell them our secret, did you? No, I promised I'd never tell a soul. Besides, they're just visiting Salem. They're better off not knowing anyway. Ooh, there's a secret! Lavinia... Abigail, have you ever thought about leaving Salem? Captain Marsh said he'd take us anywhere. Jamestown, Barbados, anywhere. Leaving Salem? You mean with you? Yes. We could leave here and go somewhere far away. I don't know where, but somewhere. How could we possibly do that? We're just children. Are you worried about the fare? Don't be. My family's given Captain Marsh lots and lots of gold. Enough to buy 12 ships. We've already more than paid for 2 small passengers. And he won't turn you away, I promise. So I want you to decide, right now. Right now? I can't. Uncle still isn't back yet, and besides, the weather's been so bad that no ship has been able to set sail for... That doesn't matter. Captain Marsh would never, ever wreck his ship. I promise you we can leave Salem safely. But he's only willing to bring the 2 of us on board. You can't tell the troop about this. I'm sorry, Lavinia, but I can't. I just can't. I can't leave Salem no matter what. I see. Then I guess this is goodbye. Lavinia? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. About you and your family. I don't even know how I could begin to apologize. I don't forgive you. But I accept your apology. Will you still be my friend, no matter how far away you go? Friends. We were never friends. Yes, we were, and you're still my friend. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. It doesn't matter what you say. You're still my friend. Yay. Thank you. I love you, Lavinia. I can't breathe, Abby. Goodbye, Lavinia. That sounds really exciting. All this crazy stuff about Lavinia. Goodbye, Abby. I knew you would say that. Grandfather, I will fulfill our family's wish. I promise.
Chanting some evil spells!
To the wharf! God, that was so long. It was so long. Alright, big titty or edgy titty? I'll go with big. I mean, they're both big, but you know. Oh wow, this is really bad. I don't want to be hanged. Don't be stupid, we ain't pirates. If we try to steal a ship, we'll be tossed in the clink faster than you can say Davy Jones. Whoa there, master, watch yourself. Hey, could you maybe not shoot stray bolts everywhere? I swear, not an ounce of self-control. This is why sailors just plain don't deserve to have normal human intelligence, you know. That's a horrifying thing to say. Is it? Anyway, I'm gonna try and cool things off here. Hey there, gents. What seems to be the trouble? You're not trying to dine and dash on this fine establishment, are you? Terrible manners, that. Huh? Oh, it's ye again, Robin. We ain't dining and dashing nowhere. So you have your resident child actor with you this time, eh? She's a cutie, that's for sure. Wish could have seen a play with her in it. I bet she crit for a comedy of errors or something. Child actor, comedy. It's okay. I'm patient. I can listen to men talk and not get angry all the time. Yes. She is not a child. She's not a child. Stop treating everyone like children. They don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Whoa, whoops. Sorry. Phone fell out of my hands. It's attached to a cable, so it gets kind of weighty. I prefer the other lady with the fake pointy ears myself. I got a gander over in town. She seemed pretty down to her luck. Wish she were prim and proper. There was just something sexy about her. If only he knew they were the same person. Aha, I see what be going on here. You must be that lady's daughter. And you're wearing that getup to make you look taller so you can be just like her. Ain't that right, you little runt? Here's something nice warm milk for you. Go on, drink up. And patience gone. I'm going to open up a butcher shop, and fresh pork is about to be on the menu. Easy now. I see. So that's what started this squabble. This one here's been having nightmares every night, and the one that got banged up real good when those monsters attacked. We'd like nothing better than to leave, but the firm ain't giving us permission. They took one look at our EPA cargo and told us we had to pay for a ton of maritime insurance on the lot. But if we paid it, we lose so much money that we'd better off throwing the whole lot overboard. So that's why you tried to get to the tavern owner to lend you enough to cover it. As if he has that kind of money. Still, I do understand how you feel. Like hell you do. We're sick of this godforsaken town. It's really stormy out there on the open sea. Or is it really stormy? Yeah. How do we know that the farm ain't pulling a fast one on us? So as you can see, we're all at the end of our ropes. If only we had some sort of a diversion. So you're fine with Neja, but not Cersei here, huh? Gotcha. No wonder drinking isn't cheering them up. Now, just calm down there, sailors. Rushing a boat out to sea never went well for anyone. Fortunately, I think this sort of thing is right up the Sarah Company's alley, am I right? I don't suppose you know any good sea tales, Cersei. Don't tell me you've forgotten who my grandfather is. Don't worry, I've just got the story. I've got just the story for the occasion. Problem is, we need at least 2 women for the female parts. I could have you play the other one, Sarah, but we don't have time for you to memorize the script. So I guess I'll just have to play both female parts myself. Lucky I'm so good at disguises. Right, Cersei here's actually a master of disguise. Is that so? That sounds fascinating. Great, I can't wait. Okay then, now that that's decided, you there, get this mess cleaned up right away. What are you, a bunch of drunks getting smashed in an alleyway? Come on, tighten up those bandages, or bandanas. Oh, are we gonna be a part of this play too? At last, my stage debut. Just goes to show there's no telling what life's got in store. No backtalk. Exactly, it's time you put those muscles of yours to work for something besides fighting. Land ho! Oh my, so we're finally reached the island I've been seeking? After embarking from my home of Colchis, sailing across the Black Sea, and making my way through the many islands of the archipelago, I've finally arrived. I've lost count of how many boats I've taken to get here. What a long, long journey it's been. Young miss, you didn't say anything about this. The map you gave us led straight to the island of Aya. That's right, didn't I tell you? There's a goddess living here. A goddess? You gotta be pulling me leg. Any sailor with his salt knows not to come near that island. Not a single man who set foot there has ever returned. Is that so strange? Maybe that's because it's such a wonderful place that nobody wants to leave. Besides, the goddess who lives there is my aunt. I've traveled all this way just so I could pay her a visit. Ah, you mean you're the witch's niece? Are you serious? I thought you were just a beautiful traveling apprentice priestess. You tricked us. Huh? A witch? That's right, young miss. Everyone says this island is home to a witch who kills any sailor she sees. There ain't no way she's a goddess. You sailors certainly are superstitious, aren't you? True, she may be a witch. But that doesn't mean that she isn't a good witch, right? A good witch? Ha! As if there are any such thing. They ended up throwing me overboard onto the beach. I guess this counts as making land, but how am I supposed to get back to Colchis now? This island is certainly much bigger than I thought. Oh, I hear something rather ominous. I wonder if that's the welcome wagon. No, it looks like this wagon isn't very welcoming at all. You see Cersei as waifu material? Fuck yeah, that's why I rolled for her.
Sentouか。なるべくは避けたい行為だ。仕方あるまい。ではそうし
強気ですね。突撃。やっ。
These chapters are so long.
つまらん。
So
オーセロ
long.
無駄だ。
そこだ。
つまん。
なんだよ。
罠だ。計略だ。
I'm Medea's uncle? Say what? Oh, gotcha. Understood. Silly. Oh, so silly. Too silly, in fact. Ugh. I can't wait for Ari-chan to get home. I didn't get to see her much yesterday. Was, as you might call it, bullshit. Ah, Shiki Shiki.
そこだ。
Yes, I love Shiki.
罠だ。
One of my favorite characters in all of fiction.
Yare.
無駄だ。
11? 11? You're so close. Ugh. Are you AoE? I feel like you are. Alrighty, we're gonna do this. I call it the titty blaster.
行くぞ。Don't study.
Titty blaster.
清楚突撃。強気ですね。最果てに光を放つ。そうは空を裂き地を踏めて嵐の怒り。ロンゴミリアド。
Yeah, it was fun doing the whole apartment complex event. Looking forward to it. Sounds like something out of Keijo. Prove a point. A point in Salem.
行きます。強気ですね。やっ。終わり？
Unlimited butt works. Yes, it does. She memorizes the booties. Gate of Booty Lawn. That's what it was. Correct. That's strange. There's no one here. I could have sworn I saw a ship pass by. I guess it must have left as soon as it arrived. Oh, it looks like my female intruder wards are going off. Oh, over there. That must be her. A visitor, But who is she? Huh? I've never even seen you before in my life. And I don't need any more women around here. I've already got enough housemaids. Oh, Auntie, don't be silly. It's me, remember? Auntie? Just how much older than you do you think I am? Oh, so you don't like being called Auntie? In that case, what about Lady Aunt or Exalted Aunt? I'm especially partial to Auntie Antsy Pantsy myself. It's Cersei. My name is Cersei, and I own this entire island. So unless you want to be turned into a lizard, you should turn me into a newt. You better start calling me that. Okay, Auntie Cersei. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have an official letter to you from my father, the King of Colchis. My name is Medea. Thank you for having me. Medea. And you're telling the Crown Princess... Oh, and you're the Crown Princess of Colchis? You mean you're that blockhead Aetes' daughter? Hooray, I've got so many fruits, it's ridiculous. Okay, what the hell? That's a lot of people. Yeah, let's just go writer crazy again. Not enough unique writers. Come on, give me something special. Maeve, you're gonna get some smexy time. I have declared. Use the Burke strategy? No, I don't want to. I could, but I don't want to. My mansion is just up ahead, along with my altar to Hecate. That altar is my pride and joy, you know. I would love to see it, Auntie. I said, don't call me Auntie. Not unless you want to end up a newt. I'm sorry, I guess I'm still a little lightheaded from my long boat trip. I hate to say this about your father, but King Aetes... Aetes is a painfully mediocre man. Of all our demigod siblings, he was the only one without any talent or accomplishments to his name. What do you do for work? Being king was pretty much the only choice he had left. I see. As much as I wish I didn't agree, I suppose I do. Is that true of your younger sister? Auntie Pasiphae, too? I only met her once, before she was wedded to King Minos of Crete. But I remember her being very beautiful. King Minos must have been a very happy man indeed. Ugh. That lazy good-for-nothing Pasiphae was nothing more than was way more god than human. She was always the prettiest, and she had the most natural talent for magic. She never wanted to actually put any effort into anything. So Medea, make sure you don't end up like your stupid dad or your lazy aunt. You need to study hard and keep polishing your skills. You can't rest on the laurels of your natural beauty and innate talent forever. And whatever you do, don't end up just another trophy for some man to trot out when it's convenient. Unfortunately, that's almost exactly what happens to her, and it's a goddess's fault. God damn it. Poor Medea. That doesn't sound so bad to me. By the way, Medea, what brings you to my island anyway? If all you wanted was to deliver my brother's letter, you could have just sent it by pigeon. In fact, let me open it up and read it for myself. Oh yes, you see. The piglets? The piglets are back. The piglets are coming. The piglets are coming. Oink? Alright, letter, let's see what you've got to say. Hey, stop that, piglets. Leave my niece alone, or I'll roast you for lunch myself. Oh, are these things your pet pigs, Auntie? They're so round and plump and adorable. That tickles. Oink, oink. What the? He wants you to train as a priestess on my island? What the hell was that dullard thinking? I don't do apprentices. That's right. That's actually why I'm here. The King of Colchis hopes that I will one day take over the Shrine of Hecate. And he wants me to show you the ropes? Forget it. Find some other sucker. So your answer is no, and you won't change your mind? Hell no! I'm never taking on an apprentice as long as I live. My island, my rules. Painbreaker, version 2. Ah, don't go pointing a weapon at me, especially when you don't even telegraph the attack. Master Cersei, my father may be a half-witted, good-for-nothing dullard, with nothing to his name but the golden fleece. Even I wouldn't go that far. But he still cares deeply about other people, and I respect him. I believe he sent me here because he was worried about you, and how you never leave your island. Though I'm sure he was just too embarrassed to say so in so many words. Did you perhaps have a bad breakup? Is that why you shut yourself away? Shut up! Come with me. So this is Hecate's altar. Listen to me very closely, Medea. If you insist on becoming my apprentice, I will not treat you like my niece anymore. You must prove yourself worthy by taking on the trials of my choosing, here before Hecate's own altar. Besides, did you really think you could set foot on the Great Witch Circe's island without paying the price? If you can't pass these trials, I'll turn you into a six-headed monster. Very well. Well, honestly, I was just thinking I would like to see how strong my future master is for myself. That's what I like to hear. Alright, let's get started. Yes, Auntie. I see this must be the first trial you have in mind. Ugh. Gotta stretch.
掃除炊事洗濯好きなものを選べ。
ではそうしよう。
Go forth, Maeve, and fuck to your heart's content.
逃がさないわ。ほら、逃げて逃げて。
Jason should burn and die. Eat shit and die.
徹底的に。了解。
Hello, Kana.
一掃する。了解して。ご注文です。そのように。
I love my corgi while I'm little monsters. I pet the puppy.
打ち抜く。
Salem ending was cool. Well, it's gonna take me a bit of time to get that far, unfortunately.
了解した。ご注文でしたらそのよ。そこだ。
What are you talking about? What sort of nonsense is this?
了解
いいん
し
じゃない？
た一掃する
どう？
I reckon these pigs getting a little too excited for their own good. Gotta put them out to pasture.
徹底的に
いいんじゃない
了解した行儀の悪い一掃する
Fighting Abby with Herc? Why Herc though? I don't like Herc. Shit's getting real here. Okie doke. Alright, Maeve. First up, you're gonna seduce another woman. It may not be your specialty.
ほら綺麗でしょ？
May not be your specialty, but such is life.
得そう
Have you ever fucked a goddess?
あらゆる力が
I believe you have to finish the main story. This isn't a timed event or anything, so it's just the next piece of story. If you want to think of that.
ほら逃げて逃げてふふ理解したそれ
What do you need stakes for? Who uses them?
了解した
つまらん
そこだ
計略だ
手を持たで
No! Well, actually,
待たせたね私の愛しいネグレットたち
no one said you could do that. Bad. Did not know she could charge gain. Actually, I should have known that, given her skill. Cersei is a goddess without divinity? Since when? How do you know she doesn't have divinity? Or Arash uses stakes. And Abby? Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, you've got a lot of work to go ahead if you haven't finished the main story. I'm gonna hold you in place while I beat the shit out of you. That sounds really bad.
いいんじゃ
つ
ない
まらん
そこだ
計略だ
Interesting. I wonder if Skahak could give her a good slam. Pierce her through the heart.
食べたアイスの数も覚えてない待っていろすぐに片付けるエンジンを回せ処刑の時間だ了解徹底的にな公爵な
Yes, Megumi Hayashiba that. I love her music.
いいじゃないか
行儀の悪いこれが夏のお手伝いだ
最上に近いし戦う前に勝つくらいでは
I don't know the lyrics. Love me some Slayers. Alright, a promise is a promise. I kind of had a feeling about you after seeing how you handled yourself on the beach. But it's clear to me now that you have talent for spell weaving as one of a kind. I said that tickles. Do these piglets have names? Excuse me, I'm talking here. Alright, we'll start your training tomorrow. I'll be focusing primarily on medicinal herbs. It's the foundation that will teach you all about natural processes. Medicinal herbs? I kind of prefer summoning arts myself. I'd really love to summon about a dozen Spartoi. They look just like posable statues. It's adorable. How long will it take to complete this training? Will it take more than 3 days? 3 days? More like 6 months. I can see I've got my work cut out for me. Oh well, I guess for today I can treat you to some witch's porridge. That sounds great. Thank you, Auntie Cersei. You really don't change for anything, huh? You've got my brother's thick skin, and my little sister's naivete. So, what do you think? This is hard to say. I did like the parts with the skeletons, though. It reminded me of a story I've heard before. I like the skeleton fights, too. Can you pretend to be Lily again, please? Skeletons kinda stole the show, huh? That's what you get for performing for a bunch of pirates! Oh. Okay. We'll be fighting Costas again, yeah. Oh, but we also... Yeah, yeah. I'll bring a caster with me. Oh, should it be? In honor of Babylonia, I will bring Caster Gil. Oh god, him again. No! If he's not dead, I don't care. He's so bad. He's so horrible. Oh my god. Excuse me. You certainly turned your friends away rather brusquely, Sensen. Pitiful. I can see right through you. Did you really think you could curry favor with me now, at this point? For an actor, your performance is rather abysmally transparent. Indeed, I'm not certain I succeeded at putting on an act at any point in my life, but I have always followed my principles, wherever that may lead me. I am grateful to you for keeping me by your side, and I do not believe I have betrayed my master. Right now, here in Salem, order itself is on the verge of collapse. Whatever the devil is plotting, I cannot permit him to further his ends by allowing you to die. I suppose I, too, owe you my thanks. I doubt we would have made it through that last attack with the inexperienced constables and villagers alone. It was only thanks to your swordsmanship that we survived. Where did you learn to fight? Were you once a mercenary? I used to be an executioner, before I joined the Sarah Company. It was my job to behead the condemned. Is that so? That sounds like something out of an ancient royal court, or merely cruel, barbaric custom. Why do such a thing? Surely the heads, once separated from their owners, could confess no sins. A quick beheading lets the condemned die free of pain and suffering. Nonsense. Suffering is what ultimately leads to truth. Do you know who I am, Sanson? As I recall, your fellow company members have addressed me as Witchfinder General. In that sense of the word, yes, I do know who you are, and that you came here all the way from England. I see, well, no matter. It's not as though I were trying to keep it a secret. and the certificate I brought with me from the governor of Massachusetts is genuine. However, I would be a liar if I claimed that I felt I truly belonged here. The governor should be dealing with the natives up north right now. I doubt he is anywhere in Boston. So it's strange that he granted you his authority so quickly. If you had just arrived from England, you should know about the massacre of Glencoe, but you do not. Your Honor, you are clearly not like the other villagers. Could it be that, like me, you are actually a... Be silent! Don't you dare try to trick me, Charles Henri Sanson! It doesn't matter what I am. I will see my God-given duty fulfilled regardless. As long as I draw breath, I will not suffer a single witch to set foot outside this place. Yes, Your Honor. What a stiff, gloomy man you are. Why not have a swig of rum and loosen up a bit? No thank you, I'm still on duty. Suit yourself. I knew it. Even Hopkins himself has doubts about the situation. Yet he is still attempting to fulfill his mission. That is not an act of madness. He is sincerely attempting to redeem himself in his own way, almost as if he were a servant. A Holy Grail war does not stop until the casualties have shed enough blood to fill the Grail. Not even he can stop these executioners any longer. Someone will be chosen to die. And yet, we came to this cursed land of our own accord. No, that's wrong. We were invited here. And it was not a demon god pillar that invited us. A demon god pillar would never invite anyone from Chaldea, or if they did, they would never kill them for no reason. Why the fuck not? What are the gallows meant to grant in this land? Salvation? No. Despair? Oh yes, incidentally. This morning I received some valuable information pertaining to the devil's whereabouts. That book. I presume its contents are concerned with the devil? Let's see. The Book of Abion. Or Abon, right? Indeed, this Book of Abon contains tales of heretical gods and details about the devil's way of life. It is, in essence, a grimoire of heretical spells. It is also used in rituals to summon the devil. The girl who brought it in openly admitted to that crime. She informed me that she and another girl had conducted one such ritual together. Indeed, she confessed to me directly that she had sullied her hands in satanic ceremonies. A girl. Lavinia Whately, she brought the book to me and turned herself in. What's more, she told me that her co-conspirator, the one who helped her conceal this crime, and continues to reside in Salem, hiding in her shame and sin, is Abigail Williams.
Abigail's dabbled in dark arts. Oh my god. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Poor Abby, she's still moaning in her sleep. I hope she's okay. Is she saying something? There have been so many dreadful things happening every day. I wish we could do more for her. Sarah, Mashu, could I have a word with you? Out here, if you don't mind. I'd hate to wake Abigail up when she needs peace and quiet. Earlier today, Matahari and I exchanged several pieces of information. I would say traded, but yes, we did. I found it would be a very fruitful exchange. Or found it to be a very fruitful exchange. Now, first of all, there's something I'd like to ask you, Mashu. I'm told you studied Salem's history thoroughly before embarking on this ray shift. That's right. I assisted Matahari with her preparations and focused on the witch trials for my own. There was a list of Salem's residents among the documents, so I also memorized that. Can you recall that list now that you're in this bounded field? Yes, I definitely can see it more clearly now. Whenever I tried to recall it at Mr. Carter's house, my head would feel sort of hazy. So I couldn't actually remember any of it at all. I didn't think of any of it. I didn't even think anything of it at the time. All I had was a vague feeling that something wasn't right. Alright then, is Abigail Williams on that list? Yes, she is. She was one of the most important people during the trials. I knew it. I'm sorry, Senpai. I wish I could have been more helpful. At any rate, I know what you're trying to say. But it was only when I was talking around the village today that I finally realized something. Most of the other residents' names aren't on the list I memorized. Some people had names that only resembled the names on the list. That said, most of those names are fairly common in Great Britain. Say, Mashu, do you think we're being made to reenact Salem's witch trials? No, I don't. Things are progressing completely differently here. So I don't think we're being forced to perform them by some external power or anything like that. What about Carter? What's Abby's uncle's role in all of this? I don't know. All I can say is, like most of the others, the name Randolph Carter wasn't on the list of Salem residents. If anything, I think the Queen of Sheba might know more about him from her time as Tituba. I'm sorry. But when I was Tituba, I really believed that he was my new master, taking over for Abigail's parents. I never had a doubt. Well, we did come to the village as traveling performers. By tradition, we're much less bound by defined roles. Tituba can't help if her own role was so restrictive as to limit her consciousness more than ours. Right? I like to think I was pretty capable as far as servants go, personally. And it's pretty much going the way I expected. You mean you suspect Abby? But she defended you so passionately during your trial. Shh! We'll wake Abby up. Oh, I'm sorry. Even so, we need to be on guard around her. The next thing we need to confirm is what to do about her, Master. Senpai. What do you think, Queen of Sheba? I don't begrudge Miss Abby anything. When I think about what happened to me, well, to Tituba, I'd have to say we should keep a close eye on her as possible. For her safety and ours. Wait, are you kidding me with this crap? It's obviously Hopkins we ought to be worrying about, right? Seriously, what are we gonna do about that guy? He's even won that damn idiot turncoat of a Frenchie over to his side now. If that doesn't put us over a barrel, I don't know what does. What about you, Mashu? I want to keep Abby safe. I want to treat her like any other villager as much as possible. If we start suspecting an innocent girl like her, and all we have is a bunch of coincidences or circumstantial things, it'll just make things worse. If we just decide she's a witch for no good reason, I think that would be the point when we let our fears control us, just like what happened in Salem during the real witch trials. I'm sorry. I don't have any right to say things like that when I couldn't even do my own job right. I'm glad you were honest with us. I'll admit that finding witches is an important factor here in Salem. But I still think we should be more worried about the judge running this town and the jackass who sided with him. Well, golly gee, Robin, you really hate Sanson, don't you? Fine by me. The next time you see him, you just go nuts and really let him have it. Fight to the death if you want. The hell? Help, somebody! We've got a witch in our midst! Robin, be quiet. Abby? My oh my. I sense evil. I love having an evil radar. Where is it now? It comes from the village. There are many of them. I'll come with you. Don't want to get rusty after all. If worse comes to worse, I'll pretend to be a ghoul myself. Just make sure you don't burn me up too, okay? Okay, everyone.
Let's do this. Hooray!
Abby, she's got a terrible fever. There's a ghost here. He's flying after me, trying to get me. I give up. I can't walk anymore. Go on, save yourself. Demons! Demons are coming from all over the roofs. It's possessing me. Oh god, it's so cold, I'm freezing. Go away, ghost. Get out of here. Ah, stay back. I said stay back. That's cool, a book on Cersei. I need to do her lore. It'll be Matahari and Cersei next, after I, finish off this whole kill count thing, which is pretty fun.
好きなものを選べ
Gilga, Gaga, Gilga, Gilga, Gilga,
どうした
Gaga,
何かしてみせよ
Gilga,
罠だ計略だ
ご注文でした
よし
そのよう
So is the killer rabbit.
行儀の悪い
He's the rabbit. The
どう
sharp,
した
pointy
何かしてみせよ
Python and the Holy Grail is one of the best movies of all time.
どれさてさてあれが
He is brave, Sir Robin.
喜べ雑種そして撃てよ
I'm a daemon! I'm a daemon! I'm a daemon! Not a demon, but a daemon. Like daemon tools.
では
Shit and die.
待っていろすぐに片付けクールダウンちょっと待って
魔術のみと自らを縛るのも王の度量よ
エンジンの
Ooh, the beacon. Yes, our beacon is grail shaped.
逃がし不当の間だロック行儀の悪いこれが夏のお手伝いだ徹底的に
He is not afraid to die. Oh, brave Sir Robin.
計略だ
Some call me Tim. Tim the Enchanter. What are you doing, baby? Oh.
我
I'm
が声を
sure.
聞けさてどれでもよいか
When are you working tomorrow?
矢を構えよ俺が許す至高の罪をもってウルクの守りを見せるがいい
You're firing your dingus at him.
犠牲が少なければそれでも勝利
ついにこたつを何事も小さな備蓄から始まるもの
yeah, I still need a caster. Ah! Somebody save me! There are monsters everywhere! Oh my god! Well there, if it ain't Sarah and comrades. Looks like you're in a spot of trouble. Sailors from the wharf? Your play may have been duller than a windless day at sea, but that don't mean I'm gonna let your cute little actors bite the dust. Call me little again and I'll turn you into a literal pig. This is the end of our village. I told you to be careful, Gramps. This is such a friggin' pain. We are still outnumbered. These enemies are strange. Handling them difficult. See ya. Enjoy your food. Yay, it's a fast node. It's a fast node. Oh, I feel so good to get through a
観念しろ
freaking
講
battle.
師の時間だ
Oh.
つまらん。
それでいいんだ。
罠だ。
了解を徹底的になそこだ撃ち抜くご注徹底的にな
それでいいんだ。
一掃する
They both like murder. And they were both executioners.
それでいいんだ。
I'm proud to be an atheist.
別々
王さん。罠だ。罠だ。仰せのと
それでいいんだ。
つまらん。計略だ。では。
クールダウンちょっと待ってクールダウンちょっと待って
見仏
エンジン
パワー
を回せ
全開ね。
処刑の時間だ了解した
見仏の加護
Life
見せてあ
organ
げる。
trails Oregon.
5秒間シャコニュレーション。
逃がす不当な間だロックセクエンスボルダーそこだ
So close. So close.
お釈迦様は全部お見通しなんだから。
Ushi, I love you. Saber Astolfo? Is that the newest one that all the pictures have been showing? Alright, this is going to be the last one I do today. I'll probably be able to do some more tomorrow. But I like to spread it out a little bit more. It's a lot to take in at once. Oh, Merlin! Oh, Merlin, where's your 2030? There we go. Where's the damn Kaleido stick? How do I miss it? Kaleidoscope's gotta be here. Kaleidoscope. There you are. Massachusetts Army Cavalry. Move aside, citizens, make way! What's this? We're getting reinforcements now? Mr. Carter's on one of those horses. He must have brought them here. Yeah, but against things like these, he's just leading more people to their Take aim! Fire a volley! Here, use these silver bullets. Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around. It's werewolf season, guys. It's werewolf season. What difference is that going to? Superstition to the rescue! Hey, it worked. All right, Professor. So now we just shoot them like any other enemy, huh? They're not that fast either. We can do this.
One気火星に滅ぼしてくれよ。では。
任せて。
どうかな。
計略だ。
なんの。
仰せの通り。
任せて。
無駄だ。
Yes, I'm also streaming on Twitch. She survived with 1 health. See you later.
では
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
よーし、そこ狙うからね。五輪の真髄お見せしましょう。目力に憤怒をもって掌握。この我が勝負イカナ大転生。
それ。
I've got to go choke me chicken.
星の宇宙に物見の無手楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の無通りなりガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
罠だ。
どうかな。
強敵に貫いた。待って、おたま待ってました。なんの切り返せ。五輪の新
つまらん。
おたま目力に憤怒をもって掌握。この我が勝負イカナ大転生。なんの
なんだ。
お望みのままに。
おたま任せて。なんの
それ。
空とはすなわち無の観念、無念無想すら断ち切らん。なんておごりすぎか私。
Abigail! Abigail, where are you? Mr. Carter! Then she's alright. My blood froze when I saw what had happened to our house. I see, so you took care of my niece while I was away. Miss Sarah. I can't thank you enough. That's twice you saved the life of my only family. Still, it's not safe to camp out in the woods. Fortunately, I know of a suitable vacant house we can use. It belongs to some acquaintances of mine. I wish I could ask them for permission, but given the circumstances, I think they'll understand. Is something wrong? You seem puzzled. Mashu? I agreed to take her with me as far as the village's exit. I thought she headed back to town on her own. Was that the kitty cat? Oh! Thank you very much for the super chat. Why do you think the American servants are all memories of what they could be? What do you mean by memories of what they could be? You mean like how all the presidents are stuffed into Edison, or... Meow? It's a black cat! Meow! Oh, that's the cat we saw at the wharf. I guess it must have been kicked out in all the commotion. Hey. Oh, mockeries of what they could be. Sorry, I can't read for fuck. Mockeries of what they could be. Mocking the real life people? I mean, Edison's was giving Edison way more credit than I think he deserved. Obviously, the lion head, again, wasn't even actually his thing. He was taking credit for that. The idea that he, of all people, would, like, embody all the presidents. Sorry, I looked up at that, and I'm looking at, like, multiple screens right now. That's kind of why I goofed. But, I mean, what other servants were mockeries of what they could have been? I mean, what other servants are actually all that American? It seems like Geronimo made a lot of sense. We didn't get to learn enough about him, I think, but I think he sounds really interesting. Tesla's like a goddamn goofy superhero. Yeah, they were turned into jokes, but at the same time, those two are not who I would have considered to be, like, American heroes, particularly. Like they are and they aren't. I'm like, don't we have any that are, like, warriors on the field or something? People were saying Washington should have been a servant. Paul Bunyan? Well, Paul Bunyan came later, but... Didn't Paul Bunyan, like, not even originate exclusively in America? I don't know, there's some weird stuff about that, too. But yeah, it turned into a lowly giant. I don't know. I feel like they are choosing servants, again, that didn't have a lot to them. And there were much better ones they could have picked. Keep that thing away from me. Stay back. But if you do have specific examples of servants you'd like me to talk about, then that would be good. Please don't kick it, Mr. Carter. Shoo! Why are you being so cruel to it? The sailors love this little guy, don't you fellas? Sure do, this little kitty's adorable. At any rate, I'd like to go get Abigail as soon as possible. I don't know enough about them. Hey, he ran off. I mean, yeah, I know all this stuff. I've got a lore of Paul Bunyan out there. Forget about him. He'll be fine. Stupid Sanson. Never did come back to help us. Yay, you think of me whenever you think of Musashi. That's wonderful. Musashi's noble phantasm. Shit. One all by its lonesome? Shit. Well, that is lovely. I'm gonna have to, like I said though, resume this tomorrow. Same time. I'll put out a, I'll schedule that stream a little later tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now. It's just so long. It's dense. And I still have a lot of videos I need to work on, because this has been taking up all my production time. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to OtakuDaiKun for more anime lists, reviews, discussions, lore videos, let's plays, and the Holy Waifu Wars. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out the lore of Rama and Sita. It is a quite fascinating story, and I like it a lot. Plenty of adventure, romance. Yes, good shit. Until next time, celebrate your fandom.